take me back to 2 weeks ago, when Sylvia, in the course of doing what we always do together, try to bring you the shows of the guests that she'll have at the Freedom of Choice group. And that's when the name of the gentleman first came to my attention that you're going to be hearing today. And at the time I didn't know, but I was to find out probably within 24 hours that, and I'll let him tell his own story, but the part I want to mention that he might not is that another engineer, an engineer, confronted with a medical travesty, said, you know what, I don't think so. I'm going to figure this one out myself too. And in a rather a different way, but yet solving the problem, this engineer, I believe, has done it. I believe you need to hear that message, and that's the best preliminary I can give anybody coming up on stage. It really is a pleasure to have him here with us today. You'll be hearing a lot of good things about Mr. Duane McCully in the near future. Duane? Thanks for coming aboard.
And back live with the Heart Show. On the lines, Duane McCully, author of the great book, which I read, Death to Diabetes.
I went into a diabetic coma with a blood sugar level of 1,337. I was put on a drug protocol of insulin 4 times a day, Coumadin, blood thinner, and Lipitor for cholesterol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you live?
Yeah. Gradually weaned myself off of insulin. Mm-hmm. I was taking 60 units a day.
Wow, that's a lot of insulin.
Yeah.
So basically you cured yourself from diabetes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, they don't like to use the word cured.
Well, you're cured basically, you're still genetically diabetic. I am in a similar situation, but you definitely cured yourself from diabetes. You're genetically diabetic, but you took care of the hyperglycemia, the hyperinsulinemia, and it all had to do with losing the weight, which is very, very key. Yep. And you point that out very well in your book.
Just go to the website and try the protocol for free. Try it. Don't even buy the book. My publisher.
Oh, don't say that, man. That'll kill an interview. Oh, man, I got to teach you how to do an interview. No. Buy the book. You got to be kidding, Duane.
Yeah, but they can go to the
My friend Rod Jones would die if he hears this interview. No. You buy the book. The book is a great book, Death to Diabetes. And by the way, please buy the book. Don't ever say don't buy the book. Go to the website, yes, but get the book. People want to have it in their hands. They want to read it. It's a lengthy book, I might say, but very well written. Okay, so let's do that. Yep. DeathToDiabetes.com and get the book. Well, anyway, you have a great story. You have a great book, Duane. I want to thank you for coming on.
Sure.
The website and book, DeathToDiabetes.com, and maybe we'll have you come back on again with a follow-up. So thanks very much.
Thank you. And again, I would like to thank Sylvia for tricking me into coming. She convinced me that I should come to Butler and I should come to Pittsburgh and meet some great people, but I thought it was just her being a little bit over-enthusiastic. But I met some great people up in Butler last week, and today I've met some more great people, so I consider myself blessed to have met many of you. One of the questions that I'm always asked is, Duane, how did you beat diabetes? And there's 3 reasons. Number 1 is God. People don't like talking about God, but you can't leave God out of the equation. Number 2 is my mother, and if you knew my mother, you'd understand. And number 3 is my daughter. And I guess the 4th reason, if I listen to Dr. Courtney, I guess my engineering background probably had something to do with this as well. And so today I'm going to try to take an 8-hour workshop and try to hit some highlights during the next 30 minutes or so, and maybe leave some time for some questions and answers. So I want everybody to know, it's not because I was that smart as an engineer. I just decided that I needed something to do because my daughter was bossing me around. And I think she enjoyed it. She was telling me what to eat, what not to eat. And I couldn't argue with her because, again, I was very fatigued. My legs hurt. I didn't have a lot of energy. I couldn't drive anywhere. And then to complicate matters, my mother came up a couple days later with my sister. So please, people, understand what's happening here. I'm a single man. I got 3 women in my house telling me what to do. So you want to talk about some stress? Now, and again, because people say, Duane, you're a grown man. I said, yeah, but you don't understand. My mother, see, when I was growing up, my mother was a living legend. All the kids in the neighborhood, when my mother came running, they ran before I did. And I knew my mother was coming because you're on a ball field. If the people in the outfield start jumping over the fence, I knew that she was coming down the street. And my mother, she's only that big, but my mother could leap and rip a branch out of a tree. And you became part of that tree. So when you grow up with that type of experience, you learn you don't say no to my mother. You go along with the program. And again, I felt I only had 2 or 3 weeks of this, and she'll be going back home. The first thing I thought about when I thought I was dead, my mother, she goes, did you think about me? I said, no. Did you think about your daughter? I said, no. She goes, then what did you think about? I said, well, what popped in my head for some strange reason was I won't have to pay the electric bill this month. My mother just shook her head. And I was about 80, 85 pounds heavier than I am right now, but I carried it well. You know, I felt I was a little chunky. And my daughter said, no, Dad, you passed chunky 35 pounds ago. But before I get started, let me just try to recap my story. In March of 2002, I went into a diabetic coma. I was diagnosed with a specific condition known as a non-contagic hyperglycemic hyperosmolar coma. Now, when I came out of the coma, the doctor said, Duane, we got some good news and we got some bad news. The good news is that you're alive. The bad news is we've got to remove your legs. So I don't know if anyone here has ever been in a coma, but when you come out of a coma, you don't really realize that you were in a coma. And when the doctor said remove the legs, I thought he meant, oh, move my legs to the other side of the bed. And he said, no, Duane, remove. And my daughter said, you mean cut off his legs? My daughter had flown in from Pittsburgh. And I said, cut off the legs? And the doctor said, yeah, and we'll save $250 if we don't like to say cut or amputate, we like to say remove. And so I'm still a little groggy. And I said, okay, $250, I'll save $250. Is that per leg or is that for both legs? And my daughter is screaming, Dad, it doesn't matter how much it cost. You're not going to remove my father's legs.